my old PowerA Gamecube controller, and I'm currently in the calibration settings, and as you can see, it has a mind of its own. Again, this is a controller. I'm not touching it, and as you can see, it has a mind of its own. Unfortunately, it's very inconsistent. There's times where it'll act normal, but as you can see, there's definitely an issue there. And keep in mind, I've only had this for half a year. Now, luckily for me and for others that may have invested in this controller, PowerA has had a pretty good job of taking care of me. Now, I got this as a gift, but I still kept everything. I still kept the box. I didn't have a receipt or anything because it was a Christmas gift. But I figured, you know what, I should hold on to this just in case. Good thing I did. I reached out to PowerA's customer service. They asked me to read the model number and some other digit IC, model and all that stuff. And from there, they this is all done through the website and through email. And they really didn't ask anything beyond that. I was able to get it approved pretty quickly. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if this is a known issue with this controller. Obviously, the joysticks on the Nintendo Switch have been having their own drift issues, and Nintendo is currently dealing with like a lawsuit because of that. But again, with PowerA, they really didn't hesitate to send me a replacement. And they did tell me when I got it approved that it was going to take up to 3 weeks. And it took exactly 3 weeks to get my replacement. I just got it in today. And this is it right here. So because it's sealed, I am assuming that this is brand new and not refurbished, which is awesome. It looks like it's going to be the same thing. And the only thing that they asked for was for me to dispose of my old controller. So they're not even asking for me to give this back, which is kind of nice. I mean, if you're playing 4-player Smash, you can give this to one of your enemies and have them go crazy as to why their guy isn't responding. But yeah, it's a terrible issue, unfortunately. Like, again, as you can see, on the calibration, it's like all the way to the left. Like, look at that. That's crazy. I'm not even touching it. Besides this, I've really enjoyed this controller. I will say, though, that it's a little bit too light for me. I like to have a little bit of weight. And I do miss the vibration function. I think that, especially during Smash Brothers, it's nice to get some haptic feedback. But the reason why this is my go-to controller over my Pro Switch controller is because of the right stick. This is a circular motion. This one actually has, boom, each one laid out. And during Smash Brothers, this is just nice to use the C stick with the octagon. I do like the D-pad more on the Pro Switch controller as opposed to this one. But I mean, obviously on Smash Brothers, unless you're taunting, you're not really using the D-pad. Long story short, my experience with PowerA has been, I would say, a B. I liked how attentive they were once I did submit a claim and how quickly they approved it. It really wasn't too painful. They didn't really ask for like a receipt, which is nice because, again, I got this as a gift originally. I will say, though, the turnaround time was pretty bad. Like, I submitted my claim on July 17th. We're now on August 7th. So it took exactly 3 weeks for me to get this. So yeah, If this was something of a pressing matter, you know, say I don't know, this is my only controller, or maybe I was in a tournament, the 3-week timeline is pretty rough. I'm gonna ask them also if they're going to extend the warranty from the original date of purchase or from technically today. It says that there's a 2-year warranty on this. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated and let you know if I have any reoccurring issues with this controller. Here's a pro tip for everyone. To extend the longevity of your GameCube controller, just have common sense and don't leave it near the edge of a table or the couch, because you're more likely to drop the controller and its impact may cause some buttons to stop working or some of the internal components to stop working. So just to show you guys how to go about making a claim, just go into your support tab when you go to PowerA.com. What you need to do first is actually register your product. Now, if you forgot to do this when you bought your GameCube controller, not a big deal. Just make sure you do that first. Then once you register your product, you want to hit submit a claim. And what you'll do there is you'll fill out what's going on, what kind of controller it is, and what issue is happening with your controller. And then it's going to ask you to type in the product model number and the product lot code, which is going to be on the back of your GameCube controller. Again, it's going to ask you to put in your date of purchase, where you bought it from, and you can take a photo of the GameCube controller, or you can leave that blank and just hit submit. You'll get an email pretty quickly, an automated one, and then it'll say, you know, you'll have a customer service rep respond to you, and then go from there. Hopefully you guys don't run into any problems submitting a claim, but do keep in mind that it takes quite a bit to get your product replaced. Again, it took me about 3 weeks. But I hope this helps. And if you have any questions, of course, leave it in the comments below. And thank you guys for watching.